Imagine you're on the biggest stage of your life. Lights blinding you, cameras capturing every flicker of movement, thousands of eyes locked onto you. Your heart's pounding like a drum against your ribs. You manage a smile, you wave, but underneath that polished surface, there's a storm raging, a silent battle nobody else sees. That
Olivia Rogers
was Olivia Molly Rogers. To the world, she was living the dream. Beauty queen, fame, the crown jewel of success. Seemed like she had it all figured out, right? But behind that dazzling smile, she was honestly falling apart, drowning in a sea of anxiety most people couldn't even fathom. But what if I told you she stumbled upon a ridiculously simple daily habit, something you probably overlook every single day, that didn't just pull her back from the edge, but transformed her? A habit so potent, it silenced the inner critic, crushed the anxiety, and unleashed a version of herself that was utterly unstoppable. Stick with me here, because the secret she unlocked, it has the power to rewrite your story too. Seriously. Back in 2017, Olivia wore the Miss Universe Australia crown. Radiant, confident, or so it seemed. The reality? She felt trapped, weighed down by crippling anxiety, the impossible quest for perfection, and a constant gnawing fear of what everyone else thought. Picture waking up, and the first feeling is this heavy, suffocating weight on your chest. Your mind instantly racing. Am I good enough? Can I handle this? What if I fail? Smiling for the cameras became an act. Behind closed doors, silent panic attacks were her unwelcome companions. Feeling completely alone, even in a room full of people. Ever felt that way? Like you're wearing a mask? Then, something shifted. Maybe it was hitting rock bottom, maybe just pure exhaustion from the fight. But Olivia made a conscious decision. Enough was enough. Instead of running, hiding, or numbing the feelings, she decided to turn around and face them, to understand them. And that's when she committed to this one daily practice. A simple habit that started to subtly, then radically, rewire her entire way of thinking. It wasn't magic. It was mental engineering. And it turned the self-doubting girl we just talked about into that fearless, unstoppable woman. And here's the kicker, the part that blew my mind. This habit is so ridiculously simple, so accessible. It's almost offensive that 99% of us scroll right past it every single day. So, what is this game-changing, life-altering habit? It's called reflective journaling. Hold on. I see you rolling your eyes. Journaling? Like a diary? Sounds kind of basic, right? Maybe even a bit fluffy? That's what I thought too. But stick with me, because the way she did it and the science behind why it works, that's where the real power lies. See, most of us wake up and immediately dive headfirst into chaos. We grab our phones, bam, emails, notifications, endless social media feeds comparing our messy reality to someone else's highlight reel. We start the day reacting, like a pinball bouncing off whatever life throws at us. Olivia flipped the script. Every single morning, before the digital noise could invade her headspace, she'd sit down. Pen, paper. Simple. And she'd ask herself 3 targeted questions. 1. What am I genuinely feeling right now? This is about awareness. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. 2. What negative thoughts or limiting beliefs are trying to hold me back today? This is about challenging the inner critic, shining a light on the BS. 3. What's one small, achievable action I can take today to move forward or feel even slightly better? This is about taking back control and building momentum. At first, yeah, it felt a bit awkward, maybe even pointless, like talking to yourself on paper. But she stuck with it. And after about 30 days, boom, things started clicking in a way she never expected. It wasn't just random scribbling. She started seeing patterns, like connecting the dots between certain situations and her anxiety triggers. She realized those overwhelming negative thoughts weren't facts. They were just stories her mind was telling her. old, outdated stories. And the most profound part? For the first time, she felt like she wasn't just reacting to her emotions. She was starting to understand and even guide them. That feeling of helplessness? It started to fade, replaced by a quiet confidence, a sense of inner clarity. This one habit wasn't just journaling, it was training. Training her mind like an athlete trains their body, building the resilience, the focus, the mindset of a champion. It gave her the clarity to see toxic situations for what they were and the courage to finally walk away. Now, here's where it gets really fascinating for the skeptics out there. This isn't just feel-good fluff. There's solid science behind why this works. When you write down your thoughts and feelings, especially the tough ones, you're doing something called expressive writing. Research shows this actually helps calm down your amygdala. That's the brain's alarm system, the part that triggers the fight-or-flight response and anxiety. By putting words to the chaos, you're essentially telling your brain, okay, I see this, I'm processing it. Simultaneously, you engage your prefrontal cortex, the rational, problem-solving part of your brain. You shift from pure emotional reaction to thoughtful response. It's called cognitive reappraisal, learning to look at situations differently, reframe negative thoughts. Think about it. You're literally transferring those jumbled, overwhelming thoughts from the emotional, reactive part of your brain onto paper, allowing the logical part to analyze and manage them. Leading universities, including studies linked to Harvard and Stanford researchers, have shown that practices like this can significantly lower stress markers, improve working memory, and boost overall well-being. It strengthens neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to physically change and adapt based on experience. You're literally rewiring your brain for calm and clarity. And guess what? Olivia isn't alone. The world's highest achievers often guard this practice fiercely. Oprah Winfrey famously uses journaling for gratitude and intention setting. Elon Musk is known for meticulous planning and problem-solving, often starting on paper. Richard Branson carries a notebook everywhere to capture ideas and process decisions. They understand that mastering your inner world is the key to mastering the outer world. So, here's my challenge to you. Not just a suggestion, a genuine challenge, an experiment for yourself. Starting tomorrow morning, before you touch that phone, carve out just 5 to 10 minutes. Grab any notebook, any piece of paper, and answer these 3 questions honestly. 1. What am I really feeling right now? No judgment. 2. What's one limiting belief whispering doubts today? Name it. 3. What's one tiny step I can take to feel more in control or aligned? Make it doable. Just 7 days. That's it. Give yourself that gift for 1 week. What have you got to lose besides maybe some stress and self-doubt? I promise, you'll start to feel a shift. Maybe small at first, but it'll be there. A little more space, a little more clarity, a little more you. Olivia Molly Rogers didn't magically become unstoppable. She wasn't just lucky. She transformed from overwhelmed to empowered because she discovered the courage to face her inner world. And she used a simple tool to systematically take back control of her mind. And the most incredible part? That same power, that same potential for transformation, it lies within you too. The only thing truly stopping you from your next level is the belief that you can't get there. If this resonated with you, if you felt that spark, let me know by dropping a fire emoji in the comments below. What's one feeling you want to understand better? And if you're ready to ditch the overwhelm and unlock your unstoppable potential, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Because your biggest breakthrough? It might just be one simple daily habit away. Elevate your spirit. Spark your fire. Let's rise together.